Let's talk about the 5 hours of Dynasty. As we start off 0 hour, we had Alex Windsor versus Marina Shafir. Alex Windsor came in on fire. However, I thought Marina Shafir would make her tap with all the submissions she did on her, but Windsor was victorious in this. Marina Shafir gave her a bird to go, not the good kind. Camilla's back. My first time seeing her, but she took out Willow Nightingale in the back to send a message. Took on an opponent called Big Ann. Sort of a jobber match, pretty much. Torture rack into a power bomb. It was over. And then, Willow came out, tried to start it up again, like, face me here. Beat her up, beat her down, walked away. More to come, I guess. Jungle Jack Perry versus Mark Davis. I don't like Jack Perry, so I was hoping Mark Davis would take the victory. Good match. You had a nasty suplex on the edge of the ring that looked like it took Jack Perry out. I thought that was going to be it for him. But Jack walks away victorious. Divine Dominion with the tag titles on the line versus High End and Maya World. I love High End and Maya World. I liked them the entire past year when they came out, so it was cool to see them get a shot. And they tried their damnedest to try and get those titles, but it just wasn't enough to take out Divine Dominion. Starting off, banger of a match to start off, which was the Young Bucks versus Okada and Takeshita. I actually thought Okada and Takeshita would be on the same page. They even shook hands in this match, and I was just like, okay, we gonna dominate. Nah, towards the end, and there was a lot of great points. The Bucks seems like they were running so smooth in this match. But in the end, Takeshita was going to stop the Bucks from doing their finisher on Okada, but then decided to change his mind and let them just tear his ass apart. Don Callis wanted to run back the tape. Jericho and Ricochet, it was a decent match. There were some points where I felt like there were giveaways from Jericho signaling for, his opponents the demand to do certain things in the match, which I was just like, I wish that could have been more hidden. Keep the magic alive a little bit in the ring. But overall, I think Jericho, he looked good in the ring, looked better shape than he has been the past year he was here. It took like Ricochet to do 3 finishers on him, from the shooting star, the spirit gun, and then doing Jericho's lion salt on him. And it was a wrap. Cage and Cope versus FTR did not disappoint either. I thought this was a fake image of Edge, but that really is his face. But anywho, somehow being hit with the belt, you could tell immediately once it happened, Edge was just bloody mess the rest of the match. Solid effort by Cope and Christian, but FTR, wind up being the victors in this. Top guys out. Andrade and Darby Allin definitely cooked. Enjoyed the hell out of this match. I almost was afraid for both Darby Allin's well-being and Andrade's neck as he took like a suplex off the top rope from Darby. It was a nasty landing. In the end, you had Darby Allin with a quick roll-up towards the end to get the victory. Andrade showing sportsmanship at the end was surprising to me, but good to see. Casino Gauntlet match for the TNT Championship. You started off with Rush and Ciampa. You had Pac into the fray. You had Daniel Garcia. You had Kevin Knight. You had Speedball. You had Bandito. You had El Clone. This was just madness. I did not see the outcome of this where Kevin Knight pulled off the dub and is the new TNT champion. Bodies everywhere. Mox and Ospreay, banger. Those hidden blades that Ospreay kept giving Mox, even from the beginning, he gave him 2 off rip and bloodied up his mouth a bit. And, man, I really thought Ospreay would pull it off. Not that I cared either way who won. But Mox still stays victorious in this, which is bananas to me. More safety concerns for both opponents in this match, man. Especially Ospreay, since he just came back from a neck injury. Tekla and Jamie Hayter seemed a little light for me. I still enjoyed the match. I think these women went in, but it just seemed a little light for a world championship match. So, but damn, hats off to both those women. Tekla wound up pulling off the victory by the skin of her teeth, cheating, of course, holding on to the ropes. But definitely worth a watch. World Trios Championship, the Dogs versus the Conglomeration. I started off with a little bit of 90s feel, and when the knock came at the door, I was like, it better be Kyle O'Reilly. And it was. But I did not expect them to win. The Dogs just got the titles a day ago, bro. And they lose it already? That's crazy to me. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure this was the only title shift throughout the night, too, which is nuts. All I got to say is the Dogs need to run it back and get what's theirs. Last but not least, you got MJF versus Kenny Omega. Certified banger in this, man. Slow cook to start. But both of them got their shit off. And still, it's one of those just safety issues when it comes to both people in the ring. Omega with the winged angel off the top rope. Oh my gosh. And then MJF with the closer on that. Tombstone on a table outside of the ring. Then pulling him in. Oh my gosh, dude. Shit made me flinch. I ain't gonna lie. But the devil himself, MJF of wrestling, is victorious in this one. From 0 Hour to the main pay-per-view, consider me satisfied. The only thing I need to work on is my sleep schedule for the next couple days, as this week is filled with nothing but wrestling just about every damn night. But how'd y'all feel? Let's talk. I'll let y'all later.